Hello everybody, Chef Bob here today. I'm going to show you how to make a homemade pizza with some of the ingredients that we've made and prepared in some of my previous videos. We're going to use our homemade pizza sauce, which I've showed you how to make. This is using the instant pizza sauce recipe. I'm also showing how to use the basic pizza dough that we made in our previous video, the basic pizza dough recipe. This is going to form a thick crust. We're using a 12-inch pizza screen for this. I also have some thinly sliced pepperoni, some shredded mozzarella, and I'm just going to put a couple of slices, I think, of some green pepper and some onion on here. So I'm just going to slice a little bit of onion to put on here for some extra flavor. That should be enough. And I'm just going to cut right into the middle of this bell pepper. Pull the seeds out. I'm just going to cut some nice rings and put some rings on here, which add a little bit of flavor and a nice touch. I'm trying to shave it and make some really nice thin green pepper rings here. Just a little more. There we go. That's all I want. So now the dough has previously rested. It rose for about 45 minutes, then I put it on the pan. It's been on the pan for, say, 15 minutes. We made our sauce. That took about 30 minutes to prepare. Again, there are other videos where I showed you how to prepare the sauce and the dough. Please watch those videos. They're on my channel. So right now the oven, while I'm doing this, the oven is preheating to 450 degrees. Now this sauce, sometimes you can make a sauce, you can make a thicker sauce or a runnier sauce. This sauce tends to be a little more on the watery side. I've already made some sauces which are very thick, more like a paste. And I like to mix it up sometimes. I don't always make them watery, I don't always make them thick. I don't always make a thick crust. This is going to be a fairly thick crust. It's going to be pillowy soft on the inside and crispy on the outside. It's going to be very delicious. And with a watery sauce like this, I have to be careful not to add too much. Although it will absorb into the dough. I just want to make sure not to put too much, but I also don't want to have too little. I want there to be lots of flavor with every bite. I think it's that. Takes care of that. Now I'm going to put some shredded mozzarella on top. And I like to just mound it in the middle and then push it out like this. That way it helps me to get a nice even layering. I like a lot of cheese. Let's put it all on here. Oh yeah. There. That looks pretty nice and even. Now we're going to put some thinly sliced pepperoni on here. And again, put whatever toppings you like. I'm just trying to put a little bit of everything just to give you some ideas. And now I'll put some thinly sliced onion rings. Okay. Now we're going to put the bell pepper rings. Now sometimes I'll sprinkle the spices on top. If you watch the sauce recipe, I put a good bit of spices in the sauce already. So the flavorings of the spices will be in the sauce, which we let simmer. And again, please look up my simple pizza sauce video on my channel. And we're ready to go. I believe the oven is already preheated to 450, so I'm going to put it in there. And I'm going to guess about 15 minutes, but watch it to see when it starts to brown. And you may need, depending on your oven, and most ovens need to have things rotated. So approximately halfway through, you may want to open that door and rotate your pizza about 180 degrees so it bakes evenly. So I'm going to guess about 15 minutes. It may take more, it may take less. You're going to watch, and you're going to want things to get to the point where it's almost burning but not quite. It can have some black spots, but you don't want it, naturally you don't want it burnt, but you also don't want to have raw dough. So I'm going to guess about 15 minutes, and I'll tell you how long it takes. So I'm going to put it in there, and we'll be back when it's done. Okay, so I've left this set for a minute or two to cool down. And now let's slice this up and see how it turned out. Ooh, this is very hot. It's still on the pizza screen underneath. Look at that. This is delicious looking. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Look at this. This is delicious. Look how nice and fluffy that crust is. Crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. Let's give this a taste. You can see that it looks like a breadstick, the way the crust is on this one, because this is an extra thick pizza. I used, more dough to make it a little thicker and fluffier. Let's give this a taste. Mmm. 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 Very good. Mmm. You really need to try this at home. With the homemade dough, the homemade sauce, very simple, very easy. I use the basic dough recipe and the instant pizza sauce recipe, which are on my video channel on YouTube. Please check it out. I'll be adding more recipes for other types of pizza dough, including whole wheat, and also on sauces that take a little longer, maybe a little more complex to make using more ingredients. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you liked it, please press thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching. This is very good.